Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. And we actually have a very special guest today, and she is one of my apprentices. But before we introduce her and bring her out, I want to make a couple of announcements. And the announcements basically are we have a lot of Lion's Gateway energy that is currently with us at this time, and the energy is very very concentrated and very potent. So what I'm going to do, well, what Spirit is leading all of me to do for all of you is basically lead us in kind of like a small, taking a deep breath in, and kind of like a small energetic activation, which will kind of set the energy up for this evening. So, and then I will introduce Aliza to you. Now, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the current energy activation to set us all up. So take some deep breaths in and just listen to my voice. Enomo orest mina ki ata arash uremba okun vesta sur ibete ki anor vashatoko urembele storamba hoku urembele sono orasian vetako okun maharata inne esteno. And take some deep breaths in and just allow for that energy to flow within the solar plexus. It's very concentrated in the solar plexus area. So just breathe that energy in and allow that to settle and stabilize. So while we're allowing for that to settle and stabilize, I'm going to read to you a little bit about Aliza, our special guest. And also I must mention that she is an apprentice of mine as well. So let's give her a warm welcome when we bring her on. Hello, Leonel. How are you? Or Linnell, excuse me. Aliza is a channel of compassionate, loving energy. She has studied many forms of energy healing, but her connection to Mother Earth, the light beings, and source energy is the key to her success in creating joy in people's lives. Sound healing is one of her passions, as she creates balance through her voice, her inspired light language, crystal singing bowls, tuning forks, rattle, and a drum. Codes of light enter your body and shift the molecules of your body and auric fields as she anchors within you the vibrations of love, harmony, and inspiration. And what would it take for you to open the doors of your heart to such a sweet, healing vibration? And basically, we have a little bit of technical difficulties with her calling in. Her call just dropped, so please bear with us. But for more information about Aliza Musleah, you can go to her website, which is www.aliza, Aliza, Musleah, and that is Musleah.com. Or you can also go to her Etsy shop, which is www.etsy.com/shop/Magickal Gaia Treasures. And please let's give a warm welcome to my very fabulous apprentice, Aliza Musleah. Hello, Aliza. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Bryan. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. A little bit on the hitter. The energy is hitting me right square between the eyes. So, very what's the word I'm looking for?
Energy.
Yes, very intense, and very, very much an energy that at times is not so comfortable. So do know that that us light workers, we have issues just like y'all do. So please understand that the energy is very potent. So when we do go to take phone callers and questions, that you be very clear with a first name and your question, and so we can both hear you. Okay, so and also we are in Mercury retrograde as well, so the energy is very intense. So Aliza, now in your own words or a little bit more in depth, how exactly would you describe your healing approach?
I would love to answer that question with a story.
Perfect.
So everything I do is with the intention of creating greater for the earth and for the planet. Yesterday, I had a very, very busy day. And I always try to go outside for at least 10 minutes to connect with my land.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went outside, and the first thing I saw were two chirping sparrows. And so small, with such beautiful voices, and they were talking to each other. And I could actually see them, even though they were really, really small.
Mm-hmm.
And I just listened to their songs. And then I saw two monarch butterflies, with colors vibrant, intertwining in each other's energies. And then I saw a monarch caterpillar rebirth, and so beautiful. So I used all my senses to absorb what Mother Earth was bringing forth for me. And I do the same thing when I'm with a person who is asking for direction or healing or help. I use all my senses, and I open all my senses up to them so that I can be the best contribution for them, to help them. So I'm 100% there and open and ready to help when somebody comes to me.
Perfect. And that is a very lovely story, and I love how you described the certain personifications of or descriptions of what you were exactly seeing, because a lot of folks have a very strong difficulty with seeing multidimensionally or seeing energy. So it's very interesting that you see energy this way. So we do have the Lion's Gateway today. So how exactly did you personally, Aliza, work with the energies of the Lion's Gateway?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I am actually very, very connected to the white lion.
Yes.
I had a cat, still have a cat. Not on this plane of existence, but his name was Joy, and he was only 4 years old when he died. But when he died, he showed me the white lions, really the white lions of a place called Andalusia. And they opened the gateways of courage and strength and power and beauty. So for me, today was about opening my heart to those energies and having the white lions lead me through those doorways.
Yes. Yes, it is very potent energy within, especially the Syrian upgrades. And it's very interesting that you mentioned the white lions, because there are folks that think that or believe that the white lions are a personification of the Syrian beings. What's your take on that?
I think that there are definitely some energies from there, from Syria, Syrian energies. But I personally have a connection to this place called Andalusia, and I'm constantly told that the white lions that I connect with are from there.
Okay.
And this place, Andalusia, is a magnificent, like, Garden of Eden type of place.
Ah, okay. And is this a multi-dimensional place? Like, does this place exist in the dimensions, or on another star, or another planet?
I feel like I want to say yes to all of that.
Okay. Well, we definitely understand them sudden urges, so we would definitely go with that. So yeah. With also the Lionsgate, we do have the Sahara codes coming in, and it's funny also that you mentioned the white lions again, because Sahara is personified as a lioness from head to like breast, and then from breast down it is a female body. So it's very interesting how this energy is correlating with the lion energy and the Leo energy as well, because we are also within the astrological sign of Leo, and it's at 18 degrees, which it happens on the 11th day, which is the new moon partial solar eclipse, and it happens on the 11th day in the 11th year. So 2008, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. And that's interesting because we just had 11 comments when I was mentioning stuff about the 1111. Now, the 1111 is a very potent number when awakening occurs. And I know from experience that the number patterns come out very strongly. And do you get numbers that appear to you that are related to this?
I do. I get 1111 a lot.
Yes.
I see it a lot.
Now, do you feel as if that 1111 is awakening energy, or do you feel it is, or is it expressed within another word?
I feel that it's a gateway. 1111 is a gateway.
Yes.
And it's a gateway in any way that you would like it to be, almost. Wherever you're going and wherever you're shifting to, that 1111 is a gateway to get to that place, get to that state.
Exactly. So, now, Aliza, can you tell the folks a little bit of how you can assist with the questioner's question tonight?
Sure. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. So I have training in a lot of different energy modalities. Reiki, integrated energy therapy, Magick method, crystal healing, light language, plant medicine, flower medicine, and there are so many. They have become a part of my being, all of them. So when I'm asked what modality I'm using, my answer is always all of them, because they've all combined with my energy. And when I tune into the person that's asking me a question or bringing me the situation that they're dealing with, I just let whatever healing modality would like to come through me.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's color or crystal or shapes or light language, whatever it is. And even as far as plant medicine, yes, I do create my own plant medicine and flower essences, but also I call their energies in, often through my hands, but also through my heart. I call to Mother Earth, and I ask her to bring through the most appropriate plant medicine, flower medicine, or crystal medicine come through and help. And it all comes through in the light language and sound healing.
Wonderful. So we are getting ready to start opening the phone lines, and we will get to as many phone callers as we possibly can this evening. And I would like to also let everyone know, please be courteous of the caller behind you, and so that we can at least help as many people as we possibly can. We try to basically limit each phone caller to at least 5 to 7 minutes. But normally, if you have continuously tuned in, you will know some nights it is like that, and then some Wednesday evenings. I have some folks that have long, drawn-out questions, but we will see how the night goes. But we are going to begin with our first phone caller, and just let me know when you are ready, Aliza, and we can tag team it, and we can make this a beautiful evening. So let's call.
Ready, Bryan.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's go to our first phone caller, which is area code 212. Area code 212.
Yes.
First name and question.
Hi there. This is Bryn calling.
Hey, Bryn.
Hi there. So my question is, I do healing work. I do reflexology, energy work. I do some mediumship work and paintings, cards, spiritual painting. But I'm needing to find work just to get that, because I'm trying to reestablish my healing practice that's kind of dwindled, and I feel like I need to move out of where I am. But before I move, I think I need to establish some consistent kind of work as I'm building my practice. So my question is, what kind of work do you see me doing just to bring in something, to keep going as I build my practice up again.
Okay. Now, what's your name again? What's your name again? Bryn. B-R-I-N? Okay.
B-R-Y-N.
B-R-Y-N. Okay. All right. All right. So what they are showing is they are showing that you are going to be doing some form of customer service energies that are basically going to, it looks to me like it's going to be still within an alternative mindset, because the energies here, it still feels like you are somewhat within that healing energy. So you are going to be doing some form of customer service in the alternative, in the alternative field, and it feels to me like it could be within possibly a metaphysical shop or a crystal shop, or someplace that has there's crystal selections, and I also see incense selections. So this could be a very high-end, or possibly a small shop of some sort that is going to be requiring your help. And that is where I see a lot of stability and foundation being recovered. Okay, so and it allows you to kind of get back on your priorities, because I kind of feel as if your priorities have been kind of getting a little bit watered down due to the stresses. So it is some form of customer service. But let's see if Aliza has any information, or maybe she would like to do some energy work to help clear that pathway, because it does feel as if the career pathway is a little bit on the rocky energy field, or also has possibly that particular road has some areas of disturbances within it. So let's see Aliza's point of view.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Bryn. As you were talking, I felt confusion. It just feels like your customers have waned because there's some confusion within your core being about actually who you are, and you're not standing in your power anymore.
So I have feeling very powerful for a while. Yeah, that's true.
So I would want you to bring yourself back into balance. So maybe let's just do a little bit of a crystal bowl. I have my heart crystal bowl in front of me. And I'll do a little light language with it, whatever comes through. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you for that. Yes, that's Arayan Kapuraya Ando por yanda ay de que the white lions also are calling and saying, please call to us. Please ask us for help. We will be able to help you with it. We will be able to help you bring yourself back into balance.
Okay. That sounds nice. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you both for your help. I appreciate your help.
Wonderful, Bryn. So, Aliza, how can Bryn get a hold of you if he would like to get a more in-depth reading with you?
The best way is to go to my website, and all my information is there. Aliza, Aliza, Musleah, Musleah.com.
Okay.
And Bryn,
If you go there, also actually, interestingly enough, there is a free download for light language from the White Lion.
Oh, good. Okay.
wonderful.
Thank you both.
Thank you so much, Bryn, and
Welcome.
thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Bryan.
You're very welcome. Okay, so that was actually very wonderful, Aliza. That was very heart expanding and a wonderful expansion in the energetic body. So I appreciate that, and I know it definitely helped Bryn. So we are going to open up the phone lines to our next phone caller, and then we are going to speak a little bit about this partial solar eclipse and some of its placements, and then we'll go back to the phone lines. So our next phone caller is area code 443. Area code 443, first name and question, please.
Hi, this is Kathy, and I took a couple of healing classes. One is Reiki, and the other one is angel healing. But yet, I feel like I'm not a healer, and I don't know why, what the block is. I'm wondering if you could help me with that.
Okay, so it seems as if it is some energies of tesito urrembe eketesh kotor estacionai. Okay, take some deep breaths in for me. All right, we're going to remove all oaths, vows, contracts, and commitments and obligations and limitations around believing in your healing abilities, believing in your healing capacity, and believing in the awakening of the healer within. And send that to the great central sun to be repolarized for the good of all humanity, never to return again. I bind the cause, the core, the record, the effect, the raw timelines, dimensions, parallel realities and parallel universes, and alternate realities and alternate universes, through all time and space. Through all on and off planet existences. Taking some deep breaths in. And we're going to install the beliefs of I am a healer, I am powerful, and I am awakened. Dasi o urem ekokuto orest. Daru mbe ekiota ayeste esinturo urembe ekiast. Jotu un aure epa ayane ekis. And deep breaths in. Hey, Linda. Yes, that happens with folks. Okay, so allowing that energy to stabilize, they are showing that you are definitely a very powerful healer. You have not only healing capacities, but also connection with spirit, which basically shows me that vortex energy at the crown of your head, which obviously shows me you're a medium. So I would definitely tell you to connect into spirit at least once a day, and basically you can connect into spirit by calling in your ancestors, because the ancestors are the foundation of spirituality. And once you call in the ancestors basically will give you your spiritual frame, or your or basically the spirits that walk with you, or that walk with you, family oriented style. Okay, so basically with that, what they are showing me is you have the capacity of healing through the hands, and also by the presence, as well as also by the eyes. So what folks can be benefited by is by video, or picture healings, or you taking a picture while you're channeling this particular energy. It's very strong within the energetic field of your auric field. So make sure that that you always stay in a high vibration, and that you check in at times. Okay, and what I mean by check in is check in with your body. Check it, because at times you do pop out of the body, and when you pop out of the body, you basically have a lot of issues with connection, as well as also with focusing and communication. So and this is basic communication with guides, also relationships around you. So it's definitely something that you want to step further within, and see exactly your relationships with your spirits. But let's see what Aliza has to say. I'm sorry that was a little bit long-winded.
It was extremely helpful. I actually would love to add some a few practical things. And one of the reasons that I can really say this is because, oh my goodness, I have so been in this place that you are, and I urge you not to give up. It's so important for us as healers to keep at it. And it does eventually happen. So I really urge you to keep trying. But one or a couple of the practical things that I was thinking of is that because you don't trust yourself enough, one of the most important things when you don't trust yourself enough is to give yourself love. And I found a really beautiful way of doing that is a Louise Hay exercise, where you look in the mirror and you say to yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. Or you say to yourself, I am a healer, while you're looking at yourself in the mirror. It's so powerful. And then a couple of the other things are, I don't know if you have stones or crystals, or if you're connected to those, but I do. So I don't know if you have pink stones or green stones, rose quartz. I have a ball. You have a rose quartz ball? Well, there you go. This is a rose quartz ball. And just put it against your heart and breathe it in and allow it to share its amazing, loving energy with you. Breathe it in and breathe it out, and ask for it to instill you with confidence and trust in yourself. Okay. I also have a couple of flower essences in my Etsy shop. I have a hibiscus flower essence, which to me, the hibiscus flower calls out and says, allow your light to shine through. I feel it come up, especially the red ones. I feel them at the root chakra, and then they come up and they open through the rest of your body. So that's what they say to me. That's one, and the other one that I was thinking of as we're talking is the geranium, which brings comfort. So that's what my suggestions are.
I heard also sunflower.
Sunflower?
Yes.
Okay. It's funny, I saw sunflowers tonight. I was going to go buy the flowers over there, but I didn't get a chance.
Interesting, interesting. Well, that was very some very good information. So I hope some of that resonated with you. And perfect. But yes, it's just the smallest, simplest things will actually bring you back into your power. And as I said before, one of the smallest things that you can do is check in with yourself. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You are very welcome.
Thank you.
And now let's now Aliza, we have a partial solar eclipse on Saturday, and it's at its peak at 5:57 a.m. Okay, now this particular partial solar eclipse has some placements within it that, has placements with some fixed stars and also Mercury retrograde and also an asteroid, and it's kind of snug in between a asteroid and a star. So what are your takes of the energy, or how the energy is going to feel energetically on Saturday's partial solar eclipse?
Oh, Bryan. Well, I will be honest and say that I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, let me fill.
I'm very ensconced in the energy right now. So.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me fill all of us in a little bit. Okay. So this particular solar eclipse. Now, let me make sure I'm getting it right. Okay. This particular solar eclipse, it is actually when the moon passes between Earth and the sun. Okay. Or blotting out the sun. Yeah. The moon blotting out the sun. Okay. So this is basically going to be very energetic with our emotions, and also we have two fixed stars that are within the crabs or the Cancer constellation's eyes that are within those particular placements, and this is all also about perception or view of things, and also is an upgrade to codes that are coming in, and the last set of the Sahara encodements for the Sahara Stargate. So the Sahara Stargate basically will be revealed on actually August 21st of 2018. So that's actually going to step forward on the 21st when I present it on the Quantum Conversations Telesummit. So that is going to be very important to tune into so that you can receive the Sahara Stargate if you have signed up for the new moon partial solar eclipse transmission with me. But the partial solar eclipse also is snug in between an asteroid and also a star. And when it's snug like that, it's basically well, a little bit on the uncomfortable side, because some of us, we have to have our space. We feel as if we're being intruded on, or we're being, or too many people or too many energies are in our space. Okay, so we're going to need to make sure that we stay in the body. We're going to need to make sure that we stay grounded in the root chakra, and we're going to also make sure that we take our silica. And for folks that don't know exactly what silica is a supplement that you can get in, well, one of 3 ways. And you can get food grade dimaceous earth. You can get also horsetail extract, or also, well, 4 ways actually. Oatmeal. Like, go get you some a box of oatmeal and like eat the hell out of it, or eat it completely. Okay, so and then there's also you can get it in pill form, which the pill form is probably the easiest to take. So you'll probably want to go that way, because I will tell you that the liquid kind is a little bit on the nasty side. Okay, and that will be especially with the liquid. The liquids, you probably won't like the liquid. Okay, so pill form is way to go. But those are the things that would be very, very important for you to get, as well as also do during this partial solar eclipse, as well as new moon. Okay, so we're also going to go back to our phone callers, because we do have lots of other callers that are wanting to ask questions. So I'm going to shut my mouth. And there I go again, long-winded. So I apologize, folks. And we are going to go to our next phone caller, which is area code 415. Area code 415.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. Good, thanks. This is Anne, California.
Hey, Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Okay.
Hi. I woke up this morning with my crown chakra, really, my whole top of my head is really hot. And as far as you can help me clear out what is happening there with the energy coming in or going out, or help me clear that.
Okay. So I heard to allow Aliza to have this first. Okay.
Right.
So Aliza.
Yeah. I grabbed my crown crystal bowl, and it just feels like it's stuck right there, which is why it's getting hot. So let's open it up a little bit with the crown crystal healing bowl. Deep breath in. The energy goes through your open mouth and allow source energy to come pouring through you and down through your spinal column, through all your chakras, through your third eye, through your third chakra, through your heart chakra, through your solar plexus, through your sacral chakra, through your root chakra, and let it go all the way down through to Mother Earth. Connect with the beautiful green energy of Mother Earth. And then bring that energy back up through your root chakra, through the rest of your chakras. Let it sit in your heart. And then let it disperse in all directions so that your energy is wide open and clean and clear. Begin again. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's good. I was dizzy for a minute. Now it's done better.
So don't forget to drink water. You need to drink lots and lots of water with that.
Was there an extra to this and today at the 8:58 hours?
I feel that it was perhaps a little too much for you. You weren't open enough to receive it, possibly. So this opens you up completely so that nothing got stuck, right? Nothing is sticking anymore. So it opens you up. It's intense energy. So, you know, absolutely, when you feel this kind of thing, go outside and ground yourself into the earth. Yeah. Because that will, and ask Mother Earth to take whatever's getting stuck in your body, take it and transmute it. And then bring her energy up into your body and just let it flow. And at the same time, do a hollow bone, so let source energy come through you as well. Right? And that absolutely will allow you to receive the energy in a much easier way so that it doesn't affect you as much. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Anne, I do have a little bit of something to add in, and basically your crown chakra. Basically, what I saw your crown chakra, and it was almost like you had there was like a cap over your head, once you woke up this morning. And then once the energy started, the cap almost lifted. So, and it's actually currently still lifting all the way, and actually, well, you're open, but you're just opening wider. So they also mentioned that there is travel soon. So I don't know if you have traveling coming up or a place like a trip coming up. They say that this trip is also going to be expansive as well. And I just have to ask you, because this is a spirit here by the name of either Ryan Chuck or Chuck Ryan. Know any name like that?
A person?
Yes.
No, I don't know. No,
Okay, well, I guess it's one of them, another one of them crazy spirit shout-outs. So I'll eventually find him, find the person that he goes with eventually, but just needed to check in with you as well. But I appreciate you calling in. And Aliza, how can Anne get a hold of you if she would like a more in-depth session with you?
you can go to my website, Musleah.com, ALIZAWSLEAH.com. You get my information there. Great. Thank you so much.
All right.
You're very welcome.
And thank you again, Anne, and thank you for calling in. Okay, so we're going to pick up one more phone caller, and maybe this will be the Chuck person. So let's go with 775, area code 775, first name and question. Hey, Linnell.
It's Linnell. How are you?
I'm doing good. And what can I help you with tonight?
What a great show. I'm like, my energy is like, I want to go outside and run around. So that's really cool that picked up. I was hoping for possibly a chance for blessing of some sort. Of quicker clarity of the steps that I need to make in the next, I don't know, they're coming in right now actually, telling me in the next like month and a half. They talk to me a lot more now. Pretty happy.
Okay, so they mentioned priorities. Okay, they mentioned priorities, that self is a priority at this moment, and that you already have basically your mind made up with whatever situation or decision, or if this is even a decision that is having to be made. But it feels to me like you there's definitely a, okay, so they're saying that there's an internal message that is needing to be shared through this experience. So also the feelings of being bound have now subsided, and all the frustrations are getting ready to basically pour from you. Okay, so I will just basically sum this energy up with a little bit of light language real quick. Take some deep breaths in, Linnell. Ito urest morem beheken ur inda ur ibahin. Videde astur enda hook urem edo ok umbarete ke endur. Videde aiste so unayen genen arin estasur. Videde hayade in yaquar. Bendo benduara nais. Buenastes dure e baku arasht embe elestiato ko om. Vede ando rembe essendolo. And deep breath in. Allowing that energy to flow. Moving through the root chakra, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, doubling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, beaming down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Sushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. Take a deep breath in.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I'm so glad I called, and I knew you could help me. And I love the guest speaker. You're thank you. In study, is that what you said? Aliza, right? Aliza with a Z. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's right. Thank you.
So, Aliza, do you have anything quick to add?
Okay.
So at first I was thinking I don't really have anything to say, and I was wondering why. And I feel that the reason is that you already know the answer. You know the answer to your question. What are the steps that you need to take in the next 6 weeks? And clearly, you have this communication with your guides. And all you need to do is listen and follow through.
Yeah, they just got louder, and my life is completely changing. It's fabulous. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
Exactly, and always take action.
Yes, but keep moving the momentum going forward.
Yes.
Because we're in the now. So.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for today.
You are very, very welcome, Linnell.
Go run around the block now.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. So you have a wonderful evening.
Okay, you too. Thanks. It's my birthday.
Happy birthdays soon coming up. So, Aliza, please, I would like to thank you so very much for being on the show this evening. It was a very expansive and very interesting show this evening. So I want you to basically give the listeners and the potential listeners a little words of wisdom and basically your goodbyes.
Okay. Well, first of all, Bryan, thank you so much for having me. I have enjoyed tonight thoroughly. And,
Wonderful.
My most important goal in life is to help other people and help the planet. So, my words of wisdom to you: go outside, reconnect with nature every day. Everything that you do, every time you connect with a bird or a flower or the sky or a star or the moon or the sun or a bee, an animal, an insect, any time you are connecting with one of those beings, you are sending your love to Mother Earth. You're sending your love to the planet. You're uplifting the planet with your love and your connection. And at this time, that is just the most important thing you could be doing.
Yes.
So I urge you to do that. Not only will you be helping our planet, but you will so much be helping yourself as well.
And wonderful. And thank you, Aliza, for being here with us. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Well, time has ran out, so we have to say goodbye. Much love to everyone. Let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessings. Blessed be. And namaste. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.